Hey, what's up, y'all? As promised, we are back at the Dallas property here in the Pleasant Grove area. So the team came in over the holiday weekend and cleared everything out of the house. So I know last time we were here, you guys seen the raw footage of what it looked like when we took occupancy. So the couch and all the furniture, the mess that you seen in the kitchen, the mess that was in the garage and the bedroom we couldn't even enter. We didn't even know, I'm gonna give you something when we walk in, but we didn't even know something that we just able to find out because we actually got to get into that room. So now I'm gonna take you guys in and we're gonna see what it looks like naked. Everything is out of it. No, there's no rehab done to it, but we've cleared all the junk and rubbish out. So let's go ahead and take a look and I'll be able to discuss some profit strategies. So yeah, man, as you can see, woo, hear that echo? Yeah, we clean, baby. But as you can see, everything is out of the property. We had the team come through and just clear everything out. As you've seen the dumpster in the front. So as we walk through, man, there's some highlights about this property that are actually good, you know, that we couldn't see because of all the mess that was left. Now, of course, we still have the horrendous hole in the floor. But now we can actually see the kitchen for what it's worth. It's kind of spacious, man. Yeah, definitely outdated. Needs some TLC when it comes to updating some countertops, cabinets, and stuff like that. So, hey, that's all good though, man. That's all good. We got it all clear. It definitely has some potential in what it is that we're seeing. So I think we'll be able to make this, kind of open this up a little bit possibly, or leave it as is and just update, right? So kitchen looking good. As we slide through. Now you guys were able to see the bathroom. There wasn't much in the bathroom from the first place, so it's, you know, in the same condition of what you've seen it last time. But where I'm impressed is when we walk into this room. Now I know last time when we walked in this room was completely covered and filled with junk, right? So where we couldn't even see, I didn't even know it had a second closet. And we talked about the bathroom, right? It was like, you know, it's a three bed, 1.5 bath, and our plan was going to be to change it into a full 3-2, right? So change that half bath into a full bath. But we get in here and it's actually a full bath. So it does have a shower, which makes it a complete 3-2. So it just needs some baseline updating, man. Well, I'm not gonna say baseline, I'm gonna say some major. It definitely needs some major updating. Like I said, this is a 55 build, 1955. And nothing has been changed to the structure or updating of this house since 1955. So it definitely needs some love to it. Now, a good thing that I've seen is, so we had the team go ahead and rip up the carpet, okay? And the condition of these hardwood floors are actually really good. We believe that they'll be able to be refurbished, which that ups the value in the house. Okay, so yeah, as you go around, you'll kind of see, I'll make a couple comments on the floor. I'm really impressed on how these floors under the carpet were. So as we go into the second bedroom, you see the same thing, right? So I'm looking at these hardwood floors. These are 1955 hardwood floors. And basically the carpet just protected them, right? The carpet protected them to where we'll be able to come in and we'll be able to refurbish these floors to make them look like brand new hardwood floors. And then another thing that we seen when we were here is the cosmetic repairs, right? Holes in the drywall. Hey, that's easy stuff, guys. We'll just replace the drywall, get some fresh paint all around here, and really get this thing going. We know we're gonna have to get some new windows. These windows are extremely old. We also have some broken windows in the front. So get some windows on order, replace them. But for the flooring, man, vinyl might not be the play. We may go hardwood and stick with this and just refurbish. Then here into the last one. So I guess this is probably the only spot that I've seen where we actually got floor damage, which is right here. So doesn't concern me that much. No, we won't be able to refurbish that piece of wood, but we can also replace that as well. But yeah, definitely some TLC that needs to happen in this room. Like I said, this was this is a child's room, you can tell. So we'll take off all the paper, the wallpaper. Probably gonna just, like I said, completely redo the drywall in here and then add some fresh paint with windows. It's really gonna make these bedrooms pop, I guarantee you. There's no light in here right now, so some light fixtures, updating on the light fixtures as well. There's a lot of stuff, man. A lot of stuff that we can do, but it has a lot of potential, a whole lot of potential, right? So those are just a few of the things with the bedrooms. Let's go ahead and step in, take our little roundabout as we walk back towards the garage area. See the living room. Again, Everything's out of the living room. I can expect the floors, and the floors are in great shape. They really are. These hardwood floors are in great shape. We'll be able to refurbish this. The majority of what you see right now is cosmetic repair, dealing with the doors and the drywall, okay? We got a lot of you know, you can tell that there were some things going on in this house, right, before we were able to get a hold of it, but those aren't things that we're not gonna be able to fix. So when it comes to the cosmetic rehab of the drywall, replacing the drywall, adding some paint, refurbishing these floors, I promise you guys, adding some light in here as well. That's one thing about these older houses is the lighting. There's not much light. As you see, we're in the living room right now. There's no light in here. So we'll add some light, probably add some light fixtures if we decide to rehab this home, right? This is if we decide to rehab it. We're still entertaining the possible thought of listing it on the market as is, right? List it on the market as is and offload it and still get the profit margin that we're looking for if we were to go ahead and hold the property and flip it, you know, do the rehab and do a full flip, right? So haven't made a decision on that, but that just kind of gives you guys some ideas of where we're at and where we may plan to take this as a profit strategy, okay? Let's step into the garage. So night and day, right? Night and day. When we were last in here, man, this garage was full of stuff. You know, it had junk everywhere. So now that everything is out, you know, I can actually see the structure of the garage, and the garage is actually in really good shape. Like I said, old, needing some updating, absolutely. But as far as the structure and how it actually looks, it looks pretty good. It looks pretty good. The garage door as well. Usually in older houses like this, garage door is a repair that we always have to replace, not just fix. We have to replace it. And the only thing that I'm really seeing wrong with this garage door is just the motor. So replacement of the motor, I think that's all we'll have to do. And then just some touch up of the exterior of the garage door to you know, affect the aesthetics of the house, right? But all in all, garage looks good. Garage door looks good. You know, like I said, just some minor updating when it comes to that. Hey, we're gonna be rocking and rolling with that. So let's step back in the house, man. It's not a big house, guys. It's really not. So it's not a long walkthrough, but I do want to show you the backyard. I know last time we didn't get to the backyard, but kind of give you a breakdown of what's going on back there and what I do like about it, the pros, the cons, and so forth. So as we get back here, as you guys can see, now the space in the backyard is pretty decent. Now what I like about this backyard, and you can actually see the difference between this backyard and the neighbor's backyard, but this house sits right on a creek line. So right behind this back fence is a creek. So how the backyard is actually set up is 2 levels, to where if it were to ever get above that creek line and flood into the yard, you don't have to worry about that water getting to the actual house and possibly flooding the house because of this 2-level backyard that they've got right here with the limestone brick and whatnot. So I really like that feature. I think whoever does pick up this house when we're done with it, they're as well gonna like that feature. If we decide to rehab it, we'll of course change the aesthetic of it to make it more appealing, change the brick, the limestone that you have right here. Like I said, make it more appealing, put some steps and good stuff like that, and just change the aesthetic of this backyard to make it really, you know, homey and appealing. Let me see. Now outside of that, man, I think that's really it. We're gonna have to pull some things up, but like I said, that just comes with changing the curb, not curb appeal, but the actual appeal of the backyard and what it is that we do. So we'll pull up the grill. We were looking at the AC unit. The inside AC unit looks in good shape. The outside unit looks in good shape, but it's not working. So we got to figure out if we just need to service it, if it just needs serviced, or if we got to replace the whole thing in its entirety. So we'll get somebody out here to really take it, you know, test it, and see what's going on with that AC to see if that's going to be an expense that we accrue or not, right? But all in all, I like it. All in all, I'm very impressed on what the house looks like structurally after all the rubbish was moved out. I'm very excited and happy about that second bathroom because we were definitely planning on you know, ways that we were going to extend it to make it a full 3-2. Well, it is a full 3-2, so we don't have to worry about that anymore. And then the floors turned out, like I said, way better than what I expected. Now, the ugly part, come on. The cons. So the cons of this property, as you'll see, and James, you know, we'll get some footage of this. We still have to deal with the major hole that is in the kitchen floor. Now, the good thing about this is it's a pier and beam foundation. Okay, so we can literally use this as an entry hole for them to be able to get in and fix the foundation, fix the flooring, and just gauge that hole right there. So we should be fine. So that's definitely one of the cons. Second is it definitely needs some foundation work, right? As we walk around the home, I was able to, you know, notice some feature lines with cracks in the corners and going across the ceiling. So it definitely lets us know that there's some foundation issues that we're going to have to correct and get fixed before we actually start the cosmetic rehab of the property. Also in the kitchen, you can see it has the old panel walls. You know, now I know you guys, if you know your granny, your grandpa in their house that they've been in their whole life, you see these panel walls. Well, of course, they're extremely outdated. So that's something that we're gonna have to take out, replace it with drywall, probably paint it white to really open up the brightness, and, you know, to let the brightness really open up this kitchen some. Another thing, the built-in oven. We're not sure what we're gonna do right here. If we're just gonna take it all out and leave it a spot where the oven can go, or if we're going to create, or if we're just gonna create a space right here by redoing the whole cabinet and countertop space to where we have a stove and oven range right there built into the counter. So we're not sure what we're gonna do there, right? But those are just some ideas of what we can do. Structurally, I do like the setup right here. I do like what we're seeing, so it's something that we can definitely take and build off of. So a lot of potential, guys. This house has a lot of potential, no matter what we do with it. If we want to keep it as a rental, hey, we know what we have to do to get a tenant in here. It's a great rental area as well. I'm pretty sure we'll be able to occupy it. If we want to quick flip it, as in just keep it as is, listed on the market, and sell it to a buy and hold investor that is trying to build their rental portfolio, this again will still be a great house for them, right? And then if we actually want to full scale flip it by putting in the money and the time by fully rehabbing this house to place it back on the MLS market and sell for top price. So whatever we decide to do, I guarantee you one thing, hey, we're gonna get paid, right? Second, it's just the creativity, right? What can we come up with? What profit strategy makes more sense, right? So where we can continue our investing, right? And getting more homes just like this. But all in all, guys, this is a great home. It has great potential. Like I said, we're down here in Dallas in the Pleasant Grove, area. Beautiful house, beautiful potential. Please stay tuned. The next thing we're gonna do here is we're gonna walk with the general contractor, right? We're gonna see what he sees. We're gonna get some estimations when it comes to some ideas on rehab, see what that cost is looking like. If the cost makes sense, right? If it makes sense, we'll go ahead and pull the trigger. If we have some questions, like I said, we'll go ahead and list it. But stay tuned, we're gonna come back out so I can give you guys an insight on what we're gonna do about that, so you guys can be there in every step of the process of this home right here. Hey, this is your home, this is my home. We're gonna learn some things. We're gonna grow together, man. I'm gonna really give you guys an insight of what it is that we do, okay? Hey, let's get paid.